So good evening, friends. So in our last lecture, we had tried to give you about the introductory informations about the route of administrations for the administration of the medicines to the patient. Now this is very crucial and it is very important to understand the appropriate way. And in this series, we are trying to give you some hints as well as the experiences as well as the historical evidences so that we can have a better understanding about the route of administration that which is required for the homeopathic system of the medicines. Now, search for appropriate route to administer medicines to the patient has always been remained a constant effort in every system of the medicines. Effectiveness of medicines at the targeted place are the prime importance. Seat of disease has remained a target as respective principle involved in system of the medicines. So what you see, every system has got its own principle, and medicines has to be applied on those keeping in view those principles also. So in those systems where materialistic physical body remains the dominating principles involve targeting the medicine targeting the physical area, and for that oral or tactual methods are very appropriate. Even now, paths were found to be more suitable to reduce for reaching the medicines to the target by injecting the medicines directly or by putting them in the circulatory system of the body. By oral mode, medicines needs to be absorbed through assimilations and then sent to target, which requires time ranging from intake, digestion, and assimilation. This became most popular and convenient way and has been used in almost every system of medicines and followed traditionally. Civilization has made us to have instinctive belief that medicines has to be taken through the mouth orally. Since the tests are also involved in ingestion, medicines prepared in accordance to their taste and bitterness by capsuling them also. We observe different forms of medicines being available as tablet, powder, capsule, syrups, and solutions. Then rubbing process are basically followed for the superficial organ which are on the surface of as a massage. Rubbing and touching. This is usually meant for materialistic view of organs to be the nature of the disease. Now, state of patient's consciousness are also in consideration for selecting the route of admission. Thus, olfaction by smelling the vapor form are prescribed. This is basically used in respiratory disorders and some unconscious patients. Olfaction medicines process are related to those substances which can be prepared as a vapor or in the spirit form. Target by these routes are usually for the physical transfer of the medicines to the patient. Now, all these three methods, oral, tactual, and olfaction route, are tried to be applied in every system of the medicines. Thus, in homeopathy also, this process were followed from the very beginning of its evolution. Dr. Henneman, during all the years of his practice, was in constant process of updating homeopathic system of the medicine. Dr. Henneman, in his journey of life, after getting enlightenment of homeopathy, was constantly in process of ensuring the most appropriate system of the medicines, which is quite natural for the individual sufferings and available resources from the nature. He basically followed the nature's way of the life. With getting enriched with case studies, which he had experienced during his practice in system of the medicines, in which he was trained earlier, where he observed several lacuna by comparing and corrective measures by including logical and analytical understanding coming from the nature. He also made critical study of the past stalwarts right from the Hippocrates and and making analytical review. We observe many of the principles adopted in organon of medicines to be taken from the Hippocratic writing. Basic principles constituting the law of similia has its mention in the Hippocrates writing. Miasm also find place in the Hippocratic writing. Correlation of the past available references with the experience come from the existing system, and his own experience paved the path for the construction of the organon of medicine. His view about the nature of the disease gradually evolved from underwent evolution during the course of his experience. Realization of the life, where the vital plane as central core of life also got place in his understanding about the vital plane to be the most natural seat for the disease. Thus, system has to be developed keeping vital principle to be the core position in the patient. In subsequent experiences and ultimate realizations, he was convinced about the treatment of the diseased vital principle. He made studies on the natural vital principles and observed that in the dynamics that it is the dynamic influencing plane of life which get entangled with the surrounding negative dynamic aspects by getting overpowered. Treatment of the disease vital principles require medicines which is quite natural and similar to the vital principle. So this is the prescribing to the vital principle. Ultimately, we understand for the homeopathy, we are prescribing a medicine which is suitable for the vital principle. So let us have some thoughts and on these things. Try to convince and try to understand these phenomena so that we can explore more in our next lecture. So thank you very much for your patience listening. We'll keep continuing writing and messaging you through these video messages. Thank you very much.